I look back upon my time, see the snapshots of my life, you will not be surprised. See your name across my smile, see your name across my smile.
When Judy was a young girl, or actually a toddler, she never addressed herself in the first person. It was always Judy needs this or Judy wants this. I had a good friend of mine by the name of Donald Griffin. Donald Griffin used to tell her that when Judy went to take a bath, and she was only a toddler then, that he was going to pull the plug and Judy was going to go down the drain with the water. And Judy used to say, Judy, no, go down the drain.
Tommy called yesterday and said we shouldn't be afraid to embarrass you, but thinking back, there's nothing I could say about you that would be embarrassing. You're intelligent, practical, always on the straight and narrow. It's hard to believe that we've been friends for over 50 years.
Hi Judy, happy birthday. We had a lot of fun in college together, at sorority events, at school dances. Remember our plan to get away from guys that we weren't particularly interested in? And of course, we'll always remember Joe with the wrists.
I do have to say, if it weren't for you, I probably would have missed my freshman year at Fairleigh. So I think you know what I'm referring to.
Another memory is the origination of a particular phrase that we've been using for 50 years. During college, my parents would rent a summer house down at the shore, and I was allowed to take a friend with me. Well, Judy came with us, and we tended to use the bathroom quite a bit, particularly Judy. So my sister, who was very creative then and still is, made numbers for us that we could take so we'd know when it was our turn to use the bathroom. The numbers like you use in a bakery. But since then, we always refer to a bathroom as the Judy room. And when we're together, we still refer to it as the Judy room.
We're not the kind of friends that have to see each other every day or speak to each other, but we are the kind of friends that have always been there in the good times and in some of the sad times. And hopefully we will continue to be friends for at least another 30, maybe 35 years.
My first memory of you was, it was actually an audible memory. You had just given birth to Teresa, and my mother screamed in the background, "Bob, Judy just gave birth to a baby girl."
And of course, I was not the easiest child to raise. Between not wanting to be ladylike, and you can't tell me what to do, and really not caring what rules were, and being very outspoken, and just, pretty much the complete opposite of you growing up. Not anymore, of course, but just how much of a pain in the ass it must have been to have to deal with me.
Hey Mom, happy 70th birthday. What really sticks out in my mind when I think back of childhood and even into adulthood is how you were always there for us kids. And it was through thick and thin, good and bad. And I was thinking of some of the memories of where you were there for me, and first day of school, the time I split my chin open at preschool and you had to come pick me up, all the times I was sick with strep throat or scarlet fever or pneumonia, or when I broke my hand, or when I broke my finger, when I broke my arm, the surgery I had to have, you were always there for me. And that's continued on as an adult. You've been there for me. You took me off to college when I moved up to Boston. At our wedding, when each of our kids were born, you were always there for me.
Happy birthday, Mom. I hope this video is just like my childhood. It makes you laugh and cry. I was gonna make this video for somebody else. She was a little bit bigger in the chest and smaller in the hips.
Some funny things, of course, just the famous of you furious, running down the hallway, slipping on magazines. Probably the first, and well, not the only time at this point, but definitely the first time the boys and I ever heard you say the F word. So that was hysterical.
I'm surprised you didn't kill me when I was little. Pooping in the tub, putting my shoes in the oven, flushing my pajamas down the toilet, burning my finger on the popcorn maker. I know I drove you crazy, but I still laugh every time I think about you spanking me, and I pretended to cry, even though it didn't hurt, and then I would always start laughing.
Just always laughing about how when you would run, you would snap. Just whatever. Yes, we could hear you coming because you're cracking.
I remember when I was little, I would get stomach aches all the time, and you would sit on the little step stool next to the toilet and hold my hand while I had those stomach aches. I would never do that for my kids.
I also remember our living room had no furniture in it whatsoever. So except for that one couch that we had that I don't even know where we got it from. So we were able to do whatever we want. We could do, oh my God, I can't believe I remember this term, figure cheeks, where we spun around and around and around. And when we had the Dalmatian Freddy, we could run around with our socks hanging off. So that was great.
Happy birthday, Judy. Big 7-0. When we first met, you were just the sweetest young thing with 3 little kids. And I was sweet young thing with 2 little kids.
Turning 31 and Marv stapling, Judy is 31 today, on the garage. Just the amount of patience you have to have with all of that.
I don't know how many people know this or not, but you and Marv took me in after I left my dad's house. One of the things about you that I've always looked up to is your huge heart. You're just so genuinely kind. I mean, you and Marv took me in at 18, and you helped me get into college and helped me write letters and get financial aid, and it basically changed my life. I would have been on a completely different path, and I'm so thankful for everything that you and Marv both did. And I know that I'm where I am because of that, and there really isn't anything that I can do to repay that, but just know that I'll always remember it, and it just shows what kind of person you are and what kind of people you and Marv are, and thank you very much.
One of my fondest memories of you is when I just graduated college and I was having some vision problems, and it turned out that I had some rare eye disease that's like 1 in a million, and it was potentially going to make me blind. And I remember on the ride home, you said to me, "I wish this was happening to me." And I kind of ruined it because I said, "Me too."
Now, a lot has changed in the 45 years that I've been in your life. You were a working mom, a single mom with 3 kids, 3 little kids. You had to put us through college, and now you're retired, don't have to work anymore, but you still have to take care of a dog and an old man. You've gone from staying at the beach in Ocean City at the worst places you could stay to now having a nice condo in Ocean City that you can go to anytime you want. And while a lot of things have changed, there's a lot of things that have stayed the same. The Indians still haven't won a World Series since you've been rooting for them. The Caps every year continue to lose in the playoffs way earlier than they should. You're still too worried about all of us. Whenever we leave you or you leave us, you remind us to be careful. And my SAT score is still higher than yours.
What is that?
Happy birthday! Happy birthday, Grandma Judy! Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Thinking back, I can't remember a sporting event of mine that you missed. Bob and Treese probably can't say the same, but I don't blame you. Remember when that big red-headed kid named Rusty fouled me in like 7th or 8th grade, and I popped up ready to fight, and all I can hear from the sideline is, "Pick on someone your own size!" I give you the most credit for my love of sports, and I love that you're still an Indians and Caps fan.
Okay, so the Caps are down 3-0 after 2. None of us thought they had a shot at winning. It's 3-3 now. What did you say to me?
I said that if we win this game, I'll be the happiest person in the world, and I will even roll around on the floor and get Emmy hair all over me, and you can videotape me.
Nice.
Chimera that's blocked down and pushed right in on goal and in the net! The Capitals have won in overtime and they empty the bench to celebrate with Jason Chimera.
Oh, I wasn't recording. Could you do it again?
You've got to be kidding me. You're kidding.
Let's go, Caps!
All right, 50% off from Papa John's if they score 4 goals or more.
Let's go, Caps!
Happy birthday, Judy. It's amazing that I've known you for as long as I have, 21 years. And I was reflecting back on that earlier today and realized that when we met, you were only 49 years old. And at the time, I thought that seemed kind of old, and I thought you looked kind of old. But
God, Mom.
I have noticed that over the last 21 years, you haven't aged 1 year. You still look exactly the same, so you're doing something right.
One time you told me what your favorite scary movie was, and you told me it was Dressed to Kill. Well, it happens to be my mom's favorite scary movie too, and we watched it together, and it was not really that scary.
Some things as a grandma, aside from, you know, always getting the kids whatever they wanted. I mean, please, you took them to Ocean City every single year of them being old enough to, you know, be able to function. I mean, you and Marv for a week would take 2 at a time. I mean, who does that? That's just fabulous.
Happy birthday, Grandma. Happy birthday. First memory of you, I guess, is when we went to the beach for after our kindergarten graduation. I think that's about as far back as I can remember. About you.
For me, it's when Jessica was born, and all I can remember is looking outside and seeing you guys racing down the street like 90 miles an hour to get here to watch me. Like,
my funniest memory with Grandma is in Dumsers in Ocean City when we had that Ukrainian waiter, Vladdy, and he was taking our orders. He had that thick accent, and you could not stop laughing. You were crying, laughing the whole time. I had to order for you, I'm pretty sure, or Grandpa, because you were just in tears, laughing so hard. And Sean, of course, didn't help. He was only causing the problem to be worse, laughing. And now every time we go to Dumsers, even if we have a normal waiter who is nothing wrong with him, we can't help but laugh because it's just the essence of Dumsers is so funny to us now.
Every time since I was 4, Grandma and Grandpa have taken me to Ocean City every summer. And this one time when I was 4, the very first time I went there, I had diarrhea. And it went all down my legs and all on the floor and stuff, and you had to clean it up. And I just want to say thank you for all you've done, and that I love you. Happy 70th birthday, Grandma.
Funniest memory, probably whenever we'd be at the beach and you'd be trying to like wave us in to come in for like lunch or whatever. You know, we were in there too long. And I'd just face out at the ocean and look the other way, even though like I could see you in my peripheral, like waving your arms crazy, and you know, Michael! Yeah, that's pretty funny. That cracked me up. Where if I dive down in the water and swim one direction as far as I can,
or act like we're deeper than we were.
Yeah, make you think I was drowning or something. I don't know. It's like the funniest.
I think for me it would be when we were in Ocean City and I was chasing my kite almost to Delaware. I was really determined to get it, and you followed me all the way down there, and you weren't actually that mad. You're just actually glad that I didn't completely run away.
Dabu, you have been my best friend since the day I was born. We've gone to Caps games, we've gone to movies, we played knee hockey.
She has to stand up.
No, I'm not ever going to stand up. How am I going to bend over?
Look how much room you were giving me.
Well, I thought you were the pro.
I know hook checks.
Who says?
Me.
Well,
Happy birthday, Grandma Judy. I don't miss you.
One of my favorite memories with you is when we went to my preschool. Dad introduced you to my teacher. She was like, "So Judy," and then that the first time didn't bother me, but then she said it again, and I look up at her. I'm like, her name is Dabu.
I like how you let me play with the flab on your arms.
You've sang me "You Are My Sunshine" every night before I go to bed.
I love when you sing "You Are My Sunshine" to me.
Never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
How'd she do, bud?
You have to sing it one more time. Please don't take my sunshine away.
I forgot
Just
to.
like that.
Please don't take my sunshine away.
How'd she do?
Good.
Pretty perfect.
Not counting the reminders I gave here. You did so good. I like how you never give up on mini golf, even when I keep beating you.
That she participates in a lot of things, like she watches my soccer games. He comes to school on Grandparents' Day, and she comes to my birthdays, and she always gives me presents.
What's your name?
Henry? No, Robert. She watches me, Will, Uncle Tom, and Daddy play hockey, and she plays soccer with me, and like sport. She plays with me, and she talks to me a lot.
What do you want to say to Grandma Judy before her birthday?
Happy birthday.
Are you going to give her a big hug and kiss when you see her? Do you want to say it?
Sing her happy birthday.
Are you
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Grandma Judy. Happy birthday to her.
You know, another thing that I'm really thankful for is even though we did not have a lot of money, and, you know, I know Uncle Richie was instrumental in helping out around Christmases, but I tell you, whatever was on our list, you would do whatever was necessary to make sure that we had everything. There are just crazy amounts of Christmas presents. Birthday, you would, you know, go through hell or high water to get us exactly what we wanted, and that even continued on with the grandkids. You know, whatever it was that they wanted, if I couldn't afford it, Grandma would get it. So, you know, lots of sacrifices, and just always making sure that everybody had everything that they wanted at all times.
And on a personal note, you were there for me quite a bit, sharing a lot of good parenting advice, and I'll be forever grateful for that.
And I want to thank you for all the memories we've created together in the last 21 years. There have been some pretty fun times, and I'm glad I got to share them with you. Happy birthday!
You know, Mom and Dad cared for you greatly. You brought them a lot of joy. So on behalf of Mom and Dad and the rest of the McCarter family, you've been nothing but a bright, bright spot in our family. And you have the most beautiful children to show for it. Really, really good people. And now they're parents of their own, and you get to be a great grandmother. Not a great grandmother, but you know what I mean. A very good grandmother.
You've been a great mom above all else. You've been a great mom when we were kids and adults. You've always looked after us and taken care of us. When we were little, you were a great pillar of strength and security for us. You inspired all of us to do the best we could at everything we did, and I hope we've made you proud. I know I've always tried to make you proud. You took care of us back ever since we were in diapers, and I promise to you that in a few years, when you're in diapers, we, meaning Teresa, will take care of you.
H A P
P.
Y. Go Indians!
birthday, Judy!
I want to say happy birthday to you, and God bless, and enjoy your day with your family and to the good times.
Hope you and Marv and the kids have a great weekend. All right? I love you.
Hey Judy, happy 70th birthday.
Happy birthday, Grandma Judy. I love you.
I love you, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma. I'm sorry I can't be there. I miss you.
It's been a long time, and we've had a pretty good life. You are the best there is. Love you.
Sorry we can't make it, but I'm sure you'll have a great birthday.
Yeah, we love you, and happy birthday.
You'll be able to see my beard next time.
Happy birthday, Mom. I love you, and I look forward to many more birthdays for you, and me hopefully too, and everybody really.
When I look back upon my time, see the snapshots of my life, you will not be surprised to see your name across my smile, see your name across my smile.